Hello and welcome to 8th grade Module 4, Lesson 5. We're going to talk today about writing and solving linear equations. And so remember that you can stop this video and if I'm going too fast, and remember to stop and ask questions as well. All right, let's jump into example number 1. One angle is 5 degrees less than 3 times the degree measure of another angle. Together, the angles have a sum of 143 degrees. What is the measure of the angles? So, right here we have an angle is 5 degrees less than 3 times the degree of another angle. Together, the angles have 143. All right, so we're going to call our angle x, and then we have 3 times that, so we're going to add that to 3x minus 5, right? Because it's less than 5. And that is equal to 143. So now we can solve this. And we've got 4x minus 5 equal to 143. Plus 5 on both sides. 4x is equal to 148. Then we can divide both sides by 4. X is equal to, if you put that in the calculator, 37. So x is equal to 37. Example number 2. Given a right triangle, find the degree measure of the angle if one angle is 10 degrees more than 4 times the degree measure of the other angle, and the third angle is the right angle. All right, so here was what we have. So we have x plus 4x plus 10 degrees. And then we have the 90 degrees, which is plus 90. And all of this is equal to 180. All right, let's go ahead and solve our equation. Let's combine like terms. So we have 5x plus 100 equal to 180 minus 100 from both sides. 5x is equal to 80. Divide both sides by 5. X is equal to 16. So x is equal to 16. All right, let's try some exercises together. So for each of the following problems, we're going to write an equation and then we're going to solve it. So for number 1, a pair of congruent angles are described as follows. The degree measure of one angle is 3 more than twice the number, and the other angle's degrees measure 54.5 less than 3 times the number. Determine the measure of the angles in degrees. So we've got 3 plus 2x is equal to, excuse me, 3x minus 54.5. All right, so let's solve this. So remember, the whole point of solving an equation is to isolate the variable. So in this case, we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. So we end up with 3 on this side. We end up with x minus 54.5 on this side. Now we're going to move this 54 to the other side, so we're going to add 54.5 to both sides. We end up with 57.5 equal to x. And there is our solution. Let's look at number 2. The measure of one angle is described as 12 more than 4 times the number. So 12 more than 4 times the number. So 4 times the number plus 12. Its supplement is twice as large. Okay, so we've got twice as large. So twice as large as 4x would be plus 8x. Find the measure of the angle. We've got plus 24 is equal to 180. So we've got 12x plus 36 is equal to 180. Now we can solve. Minus 36 minus 36. 12x is equal to, 12x is equal to 144. Divide both sides by 12. X is equal to 12. All right, let's do number 3. A triangle has angles described as follows. The measure of the first angle is 4 more than 7 times the number. All right, so 7 times the number plus 4. The measure of the second angle is 4 less than the first, and the measure of the third angle is twice as large as the first. All right, so we've got 7x plus 4 plus 7x plus 14x plus 8, which is equal to 180. All right, so let's combine like terms. We've got 7x and 7x and 14x, which is 28x. 4 plus 8, so that's plus 12, is equal to 180. Minus 12 is 28x equal to 168. Divide both sides by 28. If we put that into our calculator, we end up with x is equal to 6. All right, let's go on to look at number 4. One angle measures 9 more than 6 times the number. A sequence of rigid motion maps the angle onto another angle that is described as being 30 less than 9 times the number. What is the measure of the angle in degrees? All right, so we've got 6 times the number plus 9, which is equal to 9x minus 30. All right, let's start by subtracting 9 from both sides. We end up with 6x is equal to 9x minus 39. And then let's go ahead and subtract 9x from both sides. We end up with negative 3x equal to 39. This is a negative 39 divided by negative 3 is equal to x equal to Negative 39 divided by negative 3 is going to give us a 13. Positive. There it is. Number 5. All right, so we've got a right triangle is described as having an angle of measure 6 less than negative 2 times a number, and another angle measure that is 3 less than negative 1/4 the number, and a right angle. What are the measures of the angle? All right, so we've got negative 2x minus 6, okay? Then we're adding to that in negative x over 4 minus 3 is equal to 90 degrees. All right, so let's solve this equation. So there's some things we can combine. We've got a negative 2x and we've got a plus a negative x over 4, so that's negative 8x over 4 plus a negative x over 4 minus 9. We just multiplied. Okay. Then we end up with, looking at what we got, so we've got a negative 8x plus a negative x, so that's going to give us a negative 9x over 4 equal to 99, because we subtracted that 9 from both sides. And then we end up multiplying, because we want to get rid of this 4, so multiplying by 4 on both sides, which gives us a negative 9x equal to 99 times 4, that's 9 times 4 is 36, so 6, regroup 3, 36, so that's 396. Divide both sides by negative 9. So we end up with x equal to negative 44. Let's do number 6. One angle is 1 less than 6 times the measure of another. The two angles are complementary angles. Find the measure of each angle in degrees. So for this, we know they're complementary angles, so they're equal to 90 degrees. So we've got an angle plus 6x minus 1 equal to 90. All right, so we've got 7x minus 1 equal to 90 plus 1, that's 7x equal to 91. Divide both sides by 7. And then we end up with x, 91 divided by 7 is equal to 13. And that is lesson 5.